Hi folks, District Governor Bob Rogers here. District 5130 and every club in it is striving to do their best to help end polio. You guys know that I'm a polio survivor, right? When I was 5 years old, and I didn't even know it was still a problem in the world until I joined Rotary. And I said, what the heck are you talking about? It's been gone. They said, no, it hasn't. It's a problem elsewhere in the world. The United States, 1979, we were declared polio free. But the rest of the world still had, well, you guys know that, you've heard this how many times? 1985, 350,000 children a year in the rest of the world. Almost 1,000 per day were contracting polio. So we took that on, and you know where we are today, right?
Tell us.
8 cases since January 1.
All right.
The infrastructure that we're creating to end polio is being used in so many places in order to attack all childhood diseases and adult diseases as well. Nigeria, which had an incredible polio eradication program, became polio free, used the polio infrastructure to lessen the impact and pretty much stop it in its tracks of the Ebola epidemic. But the first goal is no more cases of polio.
I'm one of the lucky ones. I have one leg like 3/4 of an inch shorter than the other, and that's a very minor. I'm lucky. I'm one of the fortunate ones. You know, your Rotary clubs, most people know what they do in the local community, but they don't realize what they do throughout the world. There's 35,000 clubs in the world, and you know, as I mentioned earlier, you have a good number of them up here, and we work on things like this throughout the world. So, as I mentioned, we're getting pledges for polio. If you want to help, you can go to Rotary.org, and on that home page, scroll to the bottom, and there's a donate button. You click on that, and then this campaign is called Polio Plus, and that if you, let's say you gave $100, your $100 would become $300 because of Bill and Melinda Gates. At 60 cents a dose, I'm trying to do this in my head, I think that's 500 children that you can inoculate and save potentially from the ravages of this terrible disease.
Jonas Salk done his thing, and literally everybody was there in line at my elementary school to receive sugar cubes more than once. The period was probably 3 times we're all in line at my elementary school taking sugar cubes. Mom, Dad, my older brother, myself, and everybody else, and all their families. I mean, it was so huge.
Father-in-law had polio when he was a kid and lost his legs and had to learn to walk again. So almost lost his life, but lost his legs and learned to walk again.
So he went under a lot of therapy and everything to kind of get use of it back. Was he completely recovered?
Pretty much, yeah.
He was lucky because a lot of people never did recover if they had it bad.
Did you have the little sugar cube?
We had the little container with the sugar cube, and we also had somebody in our family, I come from a really large Italian Irish family, and we had, an uncle who had polio, and
we had somebody
all
in the family
knew somebody
you could
in our
relate
family.
to.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Everybody I went to school with, and we stood there and got the shots, and it wasn't until probably 5 or 10 years later that my dad told us, as a family, all 5 kids, that my mom and he were scared to death every summer when the reports of polio would start coming in.
Yeah, because it was communicable, and you never knew when and if.
Highly communicable, and it just, you'd hear about it, and somebody's child just got polio.
Yeah.
And they were just scared to death that one of the 5 kids was going to get polio. And
it's amazing how that was the silver bullet. I mean, now we take it for granted, but back then it was the silver bullet.
In hindsight, life seems linear. It's a story you get really good at telling. But in moments of uncertainty, when I have no idea what direction to take, I tell myself to do even more. Polio changed the way I walk, but not what I can be. I'm a father, a professional, an activist, a national champion, and a polio survivor. My father told me it's not where you start that matters, it's how you finish. After paralysis, I worked to regain the strength to walk. I never gave in to polio, and neither can you. Every day we are one step closer to eradication. Let's finish, and finish strong.
Congratulations to Rotary on the 30th anniversary of the Polio Plus program. Thanks to Rotarians' vision in 1985 of a polio-free world and your unwavering commitment and determination, we've made incredible progress. The world has never been in a better position to eradicate polio. 2 of the 3 strains of wild polio are now likely eliminated. India was certified polio-free. And Nigeria and the whole continent of Africa are closer than ever before to becoming polio-free. This progress is due to a tremendous global effort of partners, country governments, and Rotarians around the world. The Gates Foundation is committed to the goal of polio eradication, and we are proud of our amazing partnership with Rotary. As we near the finish line, the work is harder than ever, and Rotary's support is more important than ever. You are vital advocates for polio eradication. Thank you for 3 decades of support for fighting polio and for your ongoing commitment to ensure that no child ever again suffers from this crippling disease. Polio eradication will be a gift for generations to come.
If each and every Rotarian in this district donated $35, that would equal $84,000, and after the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation match, $250,000, $252,000 to be exact. That, my friends, as President Ian says, is making a difference. So please consider how you can make that pledge and make the donation. And don't forget, every donation to Polio Plus counts towards your Paul Harris. Thanks, folks. Have a great day.